This is the story of how the President of the United States turned into a dangerous monster and shockingly started destroying the White House. The movie begins with Thaddeus Ross, who has just become the new President of the United States. He stands in front of a big crowd, giving a strong speech. Ross promises that the country will stay united no matter what kind of new dangers they face. This sounds like a moment of hope, but the movie quickly shows that not everyone trusts Ross. News reporters on TV talk about Ross's past. They say he's known for having a bad temper. Some people still blame him for the massive fight between Hulk and Abomination in Harlem, which caused a lot of destruction. We also see that Ross has family problems. He's not on good terms with his daughter Betty Ross. They haven't talked in a long time. 5 months after Ross becomes the president, and we meet our main hero, Sam Wilson, the new Captain America. Sam is working with his close friend Joaquin Torres, also known as Falcon. Together, they're on a secret mission in Oaxaca, Mexico. Their mission is to stop a dangerous group called the Serpent Society. This group is made up of mercenaries, soldiers who work only for money. Their leader is Sidewinder. Captain America and Falcon track the mercenaries to a church. A big fight starts there. Sam uses his strong wings and his shield to fight the enemies. He defeats many of them and saves some hostages that Sidewinder was trying to capture. While Sam is busy fighting a bigger enemy, Sidewinder escapes. Meanwhile, Joaquin puts on his Falcon suit and goes after the other mercenaries. He stops them from selling a secret package to a mysterious buyer. In the end, both Sam and Joaquin complete their mission successfully and get the package back. After their mission in Mexico, Sam and Joaquin return to Baltimore. They go there to train with Isaiah Bradley, an older super soldier who once fought for America but was treated badly because of his race. He is strong, wise, but also bitter about how the government treated him. While training, Sam gets a call from President Ross. Ross invites Sam to a special event at the White House. Ross wants to speak with Sam privately. Isaiah isn't happy about this. He doesn't trust the government. He reminds Sam how both of them were wronged in the past. But Sam believes that things can change for the better, and that maybe he can help fix what was broken. At the White House, Sam meets Ross in private. Ross wants to restart the Avengers, and he wants Sam to lead the team. Sam isn't sure about that. He still remembers how Ross handled things badly before, like the Sokovia Accords, laws that controlled superheroes. But Ross tries to convince Sam that this time, they can work together to build something better. Then, at the event, Ross speaks to the guests about something very important, Celestial Island. This is a part of a giant being called Tiamat, which came out of the ocean, as seen in Eternals. On that island, they found adamantium, one of the strongest metals in the world. Ross says he is working on a treaty with other countries to share this powerful new resource. But suddenly, a strange song starts playing, Mr. Blue. Isaiah, along with 4 other men, suddenly become mind-controlled. They try to assassinate President Ross right there at the event. Ross's bodyguard, Ruth Bader Safran, a former Black Widow, quickly reacts and stops the other shooters. Sam chases Isaiah through the streets and into a park. Eventually, Isaiah snaps out of it and realizes what he was doing. He is scared, and he thinks he'll be locked up again for life. But Sam convinces him to surrender peacefully, promising to help him. After Isaiah is taken into custody, Sam goes to talk with President Ross in a secure bunker under the White House. Only Ross, Sam, and Ruth Bader Safran are in the room. Ross thinks Isaiah was part of a planned attack with the other shooters, but Sam strongly disagrees with that. He believes Isaiah was mind-controlled and not acting on his own. Sam wants to clear Isaiah's name. However, Ross says that Sam is too close to the case and can't stay involved. He reminds Sam that he's not Steve Rogers, the original Captain America. Ross doesn't fully trust Sam yet. Later, Sam visits Isaiah in prison. Isaiah is sad and feels hopeless. He tells Sam not to come back. He believes he'll die in prison, just like before, and thinks there's no point in fighting anymore. But Sam doesn't give up. He teams up with Joaquin to investigate what really happened in the White House. Joaquin looks at the security camera footage and notices something strange. All the shooters had phones, and right before the attack, something started blinking on their phone screens. It looks like this might be how they were mind-controlled. Before they can look deeper, Sidewinder, the villain from the earlier Mexico mission, ambushes Sam. He tries to blow up Sam's car, but Sam escapes and fights back. Sidewinder uses guns and knives, but Sam defeats him and leaves him for the authorities to arrest. Soon, a mysterious call from Sidewinder's employer. The voice congratulates Sam on surviving, but warns him that something worse is coming. After the attack and Sidewinder's warning, Ross faces international pressure. Other world leaders are starting to doubt his leadership, especially after the failed assassination attempt. The treaty negotiations for the metal adamantium are at risk. Meanwhile, Sam gives Sidewinder's phone to Joaquin, who traces the mystery call to a secret place in Virginia called Camp Echo 1. Sam and Joaquin go there together. They use Sam's drone, Red Wing, to fly ahead and spy on the area. Inside, they find a secret lab filled with information on genetics. The files include data on Isaiah and the other men who are mind-controlled. That's when they meet the real villain, Stearns. Stearns was once exposed to Bruce Banner's blood from the Hulk movie, which made his brain grow and turned him into a genius. Ross kept him locked up, using him as a personal think tank by giving him more gamma radiation. This mutated Stearns even more and made him bitter and angry. Stearns wants revenge on Ross for using him and plans to ruin his legacy by turning the world against him. When Sam tries to stop him, Stearns uses a machine to trap him. He escapes while mercenaries rush in to fight the heroes. Sam and Joaquin take down the first group of soldiers, but then more arrive. Luckily, Ruth shows up and helps them defeat the rest. As they try to leave, police officers arrive, but suddenly the song Mr. Blue plays again, the same one used in the mind control. The officers are brainwashed and try to kill Sam and Joaquin. Sam quickly throws his shield to knock them out. Then the trio steals a van to escape. At the same time, back in prison, a brainwashed guard kills the other shooters who attacked Ross, except Isaiah, and then kills himself, also while Mr. Blue plays. Stearns contacts Ross directly. He warns that a shift in power is coming soon. President Ross is now under extreme pressure. He meets with Japanese Prime Minister Ozaki, who also says that Ross is losing control. Ross's stress and anger are growing, and his Secret Service agent, Layla Taylor, tries to keep him calm. Meanwhile, Sam visits Dennis Dunphy, a trusted friend in the military. Sam asks him to test some pills he found in Stearns' lab. These pills contain gamma radiation, just like the Hulk. Sam also goes to see Sidewinder in jail. He convinces the villain to talk. Sidewinder explains that Stearns' powers came from being exposed to Bruce Banner's blood, and Ross used him for secret experiments. Over time, the gamma radiation mutated Stearns' mind and body. Ross kept Stearns locked up, forcing him to create powerful technology and pills. The Serpent Society, the mercenary group from earlier, was hired by Stearns to disrupt the treaty and cause war, which would damage Ross's legacy. Sidewinder warns Sam. Stearns has a much bigger plan, and it's not over. Soon, Dunphy returns with bad news. Ross and Ozaki are sending warships to Celestial Island to claim the adamantium. This move could start a war. Sam rushes to confront Ross. During their argument, Ross reveals the truth. He is dying of heart failure. He needed Stearns to make experimental gamma pills to keep him alive. But the gamma has now mixed with his blood, and it's starting to change him. Ross kept Stearns locked away all this time because he was afraid Stearns would stop making the pills. At the same time, Stearns kills an admiral and gains access to a military system connected to Mr. Blue. He uses it to brainwash fighter jet pilots, and causing two American F-18 jets to attack the Japanese fleet. Captain America and Falcon spring into action. Joaquin ejects one pilot and saves him. Sam rescues the other. But during the mission, Joaquin is caught in an explosion and falls into the ocean. Ross watches this all unfold. His rage builds. Stearns calls him, saying he's counting on Ross to lose control. Ruth sends medics to help Ross, while the Japanese pilots tell Ozaki that Captain America saved them, not Ross. At the hospital, Sam visits Joaquin, who's badly hurt. Then, to Sam's surprise, Bucky Barnes arrives. He gives Sam a pep talk, reminding him he's doing a great job, even when the world is falling apart. Bucky also reveals he might run for Congress. Stearns tracks down Dennis Dunphy and uses a machine to stop his heart, killing him. President Ross is preparing for a big press conference. Before going out, he makes a short, emotional call to his daughter, Betty, who hasn't spoken to him in a long time. At the same time, Samuel Stearns finds Captain America and allows himself to be arrested. But before being taken away, he reveals one final piece of his plan: to expose Ross as a monster. As Ross begins answering reporters' questions, things quickly become tense. The reporters keep pressing him hard. Ross's stress levels spike. He starts to sweat, breathe heavily, and lose control. Suddenly, his body begins to transform. The gamma radiation in his blood finally takes over. In a matter of moments, Ross turns into the Red Hulk. Secret Service agents try to stop him, but their bullets do nothing. Red Hulk smashes through them and goes on a rampage, destroying part of the White House. Captain America flies in to stop him. A fierce battle breaks out between them. Sam uses his wings, shield, and skill to land some strong hits. But Red Hulk is too powerful. He tears Sam's wings, breaks his shield, and overpowers him. Sam, thinking quickly, and leads Red Hulk away to the cherry blossom trees where Ross once visited with Betty. Sam hopes this memory will calm him down. As Red Hulk prepares to land a final blow, Sam uses his shield to block it. The impact creates a huge shockwave, knocking them both back. Sam, badly hurt, stands up and speaks directly to Ross. He reminds him of Betty, of who he used to be. He speaks from the heart, not as a soldier, but as a human being. Ross, overwhelmed by emotions, begins to calm down. His rage fades. Slowly, he transforms back into his human form, surrounded by the ruins of his own actions. He surrenders quietly as authorities arrive. With the battle over, President Ross is arrested and taken to the Raft, a high-security underwater prison. He's stripped of power, his presidency effectively over. Later, Betty Ross visits her father. It's a quiet, emotional moment. Ross, now a prisoner, reflects on everything he's lost: his power, his reputation, and most importantly, his daughter's trust. Isaiah Bradley is cleared of all charges and released from prison. He reunites with Sam Wilson, who kept fighting to prove his innocence. The White House is being rebuilt, symbolizing a new beginning for the country. Sam continues working to rebuild trust in heroes and institutions. He visits Joaquin, who is recovering in the hospital after his brave actions during the fighter jet rescue. Joaquin tells Sam he became a hero because of Sam's example, calling him his inspiration. But peace doesn't last forever. In a post-credit scene, Sam goes to visit Samuel Stearns at the Raft. Stearns, though imprisoned, is calm and chillingly confident. He warns Sam that he has seen what's coming. Threats not just from Earth, but from other worlds and universes. He says the real danger is only beginning. Sam leaves the prison, knowing that his work as Captain America is far from over.